position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names.
Intercepted in the first drive. He'll try to take it. Michigan. The defense putting points on the board.
When you talk about coming out with the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game, let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Behind the chains now on second and long. The quick out. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Big noise in the Big House for this huge third down play. And he just needed a few inches, and he running room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Some people don't want to mess.
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. Extra point here will tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better...
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. So Illinois' offense has the ball first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand.
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing right out the gates.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Okay.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top. Going over the middle, it's Stewart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked from the 41.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
Shoots it to the left. And it's caught. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Caught in the backfield, it's Wade. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
To the air, it's John. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
The lone back's got it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster, and every game just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
A nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that.
I'll turn at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it from the gun. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Touchdown, fighting a line. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wide receiver going and breaking down. And some room to work. Going enough for the first down. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shakes off the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's John. With the catch, it's Dingle. Good, solid tackle.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback.
Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time if my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Across the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good example of quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To throw, it's John. That's a fly. Touchdown, Wolverine. Quick. The air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Looking downfield very late in the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Ripping up the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for us.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Harmon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to move.
On target over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dingle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Back to throw. It's John. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Trying to slam. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Going with the ground game left. There he goes. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 after the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can take him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they really featured this guy today.
Pass interference. Offense.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, looking for a man. There's the pressure. Working that left side. Tripped up for the tackle.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead. Touchdown, Illinois! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking for a man, it's Johns. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. A first and 10 for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Complete downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. Got a man. It's Dingle. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball is coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. You're still looking
this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And Ewing drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see it all the time, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect him to...
A spectacular layout and catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense up with an opportunity to drive the field and at least tie this one up.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Quick strike to the weak. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Harvin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw. It's John. Pulls it in. And they wrap him up, and not before. He gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of that field. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Fires to the tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Just threw that disaster.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on pass to the end zone. Touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paulo. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime.
Get set, get set.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Looking downfield, it's John. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wolverine. They strike first in overtime. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of them. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, Illini! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now, first down here in the second overtime. The give on the inside. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak in.
Touchdown, fighting Illini. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's John. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the back. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Oh, they're after him. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that 2-point conversion bag really is. He wants to throw it. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Looking to throw, it's John. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. Guys, this is a single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents, whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.